Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NAWA Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Michael Elliott, joined as always by Redbeard. Welcome this week to the program.
Good to be back at it here again, Michael, and we open what?
Whoa, the world's sexiest man.
My eyes are on fire. Oh, God.
Big Donnie's going to be taking on Little Donnie and Mr. Crystal here in your opening contest as Big Donnie's angry about that defeat at Hands Amp Dominic because of James Brody, but big splash in the corner.
I'm still recovering physically from what I saw in the opening.
Holy Christ.
Oh, man. Now Little Donnie in a bad way. Both these men now prone on the floor.
Oh, holy Lord Christ. 2, 3.
Oh, good God, Michael.
And Big Donnie looking to be unstoppable. He's angry, Redbeard.
He's a big, angry man, and he showed it in that contest there. My goodness.
We're going to toss it to the back. The New Age Villains are standing by with C.J. Bentley.
Wrestling fans, this is C.J. Bentley here with the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guests this time are a new tag team in the NAWA, the New Age Villains.
I don't need you to hold this. You can get stepping. See ya. Yeah. The New Age Villains, we've come to NAWA because, well, we're quite tired of sitting at home during this stupid quarantine. But to be honest, when I got here and saw everyone, I kind of missed sitting at home.
You see, today we're going to be facing the Black Society, and it's kind of funny because a year ago they couldn't beat us, so I don't see what the difference is now. I mean, we've gotten better each and every day, so there's no chance for the Black Society. The cult. You see, I call them a cult because it's led by people who come up with their own crap that they know is crap. But today you were going to become a religion because in a religion, those guys are dead.
There you hear from the New Age Villains. They'll be in competition later on in this episode against the Black Society. But right now, we're going to go to A.J. Frost and Carson Queen, who are standing by with C.J. Bentley.
What are your thoughts?
Man, I think this is going to be a run-through. It's going to be something easy. Me and A.J., this guy here trained me. So why would you even ask me a question like that we're not going to beat these guys?
AJ, what are your thoughts?
I'll tell you what, we're the perfect combination of size, of power, of speed, of good looks. We are the perfect pair. We are the perfect tag team. And we are going to show you what a real tag team is all about. I hope you're ready, brother. Let's go out there and handle them tonight.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for your opening contest of the week. We've got Kilgore 99. He's taking on AC Slater, Redbeard.
As we continue to see Kilgore 99 progressing through the ranks of competition here, now taking on another young upstart here in NAWA, AC Slater. Good-looking young man here, Michael. Got to put a little beat on his bones here at some point, but still progressing through the ranks here. Both of these men are. Kilgore really making a name for himself, though, here recently.
He's been in singles competition, but again, he's very well known as a tag team specialist, as a one half a victim of the fall. But as you said, we've been seeing him really progress here in singles matches, and he's looking to get another singles victory here this week. He could be on the rise in the singles division, Redbeard.
Got these two men here tangled up now, going back and forth with submission maneuvers, showing what they've got here and trying to take one another apart. Kilgore on top now, wrenching away at that elbow and shoulder.
Kilgore 99 looks like he could just rip that shoulder right out of his socket if he chose to do so, just rubbing that forearm across the back of the head of AC Slater.
Using that athletic tape almost as a saw blade there.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. He counted to 3. Kilgore 99 is your winner here. Referee Chris Pope made contact. He's calling the match. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Man, oh man, look at this guy. Hey man, this guy's 9 years old. Look how big he is, man. You know why? Because he's reading my book. I got all the instructions how to become a professional wrestler. That book right there weighs 3 pounds. His biceps are just burning up right now. Hey, 600 pages hardback, brother, and it's called Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome My World, the Jimmy Valiant story. Hey, I talk about everybody in the last 50, 60 years. I got stories about them.
To order your copy of Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome to My World, the Jimmy Valiant story, go to jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh yeah, feel good, feel good.
Woo, Messy.
Take a trip into the mind of the Meanie, a brand new podcast featuring former WWE and ECW star, The Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the mind of the Meanie. Subscribe now and follow us on social media at Mind of the Meanie.
And oh dear goodness, Bryce Anthony's headed up to the top rope. No. Oh my goodness.
Another back break.
That was a deep one, boy.
Like, I'm thankful, knock on wood, to have come along at this time in our business.
Oh no, Caleb Conley looking for a suplex on this hardwood gym floor. Johnson. And Ellis Jensen Cruiser and Cruiser Lewis has been eliminated.
With the EWF Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Debonair, Derek Robin.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action here. As you see the combination of Tim Hunter and Twinkle Toes. We refer to him lovingly as Toe Hunter here in a previous episode, but now Twinkle Toes going to be taking things from the start here against the veteran AJ Frost, who's teaming with Carson Queen.
This is their first match, and AJ and Carson call themselves the perfect pair, the perfect combination of size and speed, good looks and charm. That's up for debate, Redbeard, but that's what they're calling themselves, the perfect pair, P2.
Well, in the world where little Donnie is the sexiest man in the world, who's to say they couldn't be the perfect pair here, Michael? But nevertheless, we got Frost here showing his style as he backs the man into the corner here, gets Queen into the matchup here now.
Again, we've said AJ Frost is a tag team specialist for many, many years here on the independent scene, and this is his latest tag team partner, Carson Queen. Can they win here in their debut? Can they make quick work of Jamie Knight, a.k.a. Twinkle Toes here, and Tim Hunter, the Nature Boy? And look at this tag team work. They've got the ring cut in half and keeping them on their side of the ring and in their corner. Quick tags in and out here.
Showing some real tag team continuity, as you were saying there, Michael. Look at this, even goading Tim Hunter to get into the ring there now. Got the referee distracted and allowing Frost and Queen to take advantage of Twinkle Toes there. Look at this now.
And just taking the business to this kid is the perfect pair here in NAWA, their debut match as a tag team, but this kid's got a little bit of fight left in him.
Oh, wow.
Takes AJ Frost off his feet. The Freak Daddy is some trouble here.
A big-time lariat there by Twinkle Toes as he came off the ropes, and now Frost finds himself in a bad way as he's got himself isolated there in the corner of his adversaries. Hunter now getting into the matchup for the first time. See what kind of offense he brings here. He's definitely the veteran of their tag team. Now diving away with some elbow strikes.
We've seen Tim Hunter for several months here on the program. Started up with a formidable partner in Jailbird, and that blew up Redbeard into a prison yard cage match. And now Tim Hunter having trouble with high performance, and now he thinks he may have found the perfect partner in Twinkle Toes, but he may be rethinking that here after this week. You know, they lost pretty quickly to the Black Society just a few weeks ago.
Well, that prison yard matchup you were mentioning was a hell of a thing there, Michael. And if you're not familiar with it, folks, go back in the archives here, either on YouTube or Facebook, and catch up with what you may have missed here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. We pride ourselves with bringing you fresh content as quickly as we can on a weekly basis. And now, folks, Carson Queen here in there pounding away at Tim Hunter, shoots him across. Back in control there are Frost and Queen.
The perfect pair making a good impression here this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. And as AJ likes to say, they're here to show up and show out.
Twinkle Toes putting some toes and a boot there to Frost to get the man off of his tag team partner.
You think they're going to trademark toe hunter? You know, if they don't do it, another team from a major company could get let go and come out and trademark it before them.
That's the thing, you know.
You better be on your toes, Hunter.
Exactly. Follow those trademarks, folks.
Well, here we go. Twinkle Toes in the corner with a running knee lift. They had to find this guy. He's probably related to Johnny Ryder. They probably find him out of the backwoods of Alexander County or somewhere.
He's got the beard for it. My goodness.
And Johnny Ryder, that was not. Hopefully you aren't insulted by that comment, sir.
I wouldn't think so. He appreciates the fact that he's from where he's from there. And now Frost back in control, throttling the man there almost in the middle of the ring, goading Hunter, trying to get him to come in there. And now Queen and Frost pounding away at Twinkle Toes.
And those years of tag team work by A.J. Frost paying off big time for the perfect pair here as Carson Queen and A.J. Frost are showing off some double team, a big clothesline there. Double team work. It might be underhanded tactics, but it seems to be paying off here.
I remember years ago seeing A.J. Frost in competition with one of his old tag team partners there, Neil Nitro. That was a good old era there of some classic tag team battles they had with the likes of other teams that were around in that era. But now Frost still in there, still fighting for all he can, delivers a stomp off the second rope into the heart of Twinkle Toes, and now just using his boot to grind away at the face, eyes, and head of Twinkle Toes, still pounding the man. My goodness. Twinkle Toes definitely getting worse for wear here.
You're talking about the dynamic duo back in the day on UCW, which you could have watched every Friday night on CN2. And ladies and gentlemen, you can actually find those matches on my YouTube channel, but I'm not going to plug that here. You need to be focused and subscribe to the NAWA YouTube and Facebook pages so you're up to date on everything that's going on as the Freak Daddy's taking it here to Twinkle Toes in this tag team match, but he's, takes him right back off his feet as soon as he got back up to him.
As Michael was saying there, folks, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification icon if you're joining us here on YouTube, but also remember to like the page on Facebook. That way you'll be the first to know whenever we've put up new content. Look at that double team maneuver.
He's showing signs of coming out of retirement right there. Not able to get up on that kip up was Carson Queen, but really impressed with the perfect pair here. A lot of double team maneuvers, quick tags, cutting the ring off, but they still have not gotten that win here in their debut against Toe Hunter.
But they are showing the wherewithal. Oh, look at that. Start talking them up, and then suddenly Queen is in worse for wear here. They're still showing plenty of continuity as a tag team, though, for a group that's still in the fledgling stages of their pairing. But look at that.
Beautiful drop kick from the Nature Boy.
Hunter
goes for the cover.
Hunter put the toes to him, you might as well say. But now look at this. Queen fighting out of the predicament, tags in Frost.
Freak Daddy coming in. They're taking it to Tim Hunter. And again, ladies and gentlemen, what a tag team matchup here. We figured the perfect pair would take care of these guys pretty quickly, but it's dragging on here as they're giving Toe Hunter a chance to take the victory here.
The veteran instincts, you have to say, of the Nature Boy here, Tim Hunter, might be what's keeping him in this contest. Twinkle Toes tags back in here now. Tandem offense about to be on display by Toe Hunter. Look at that. Pair of back elbows. Now in for the cover. Two count only, says the referee.
Well, he wasn't putting all of his body weight over the shoulders there.
Oh, look at that now. Distracting the referee from the fact that he's got his shin bone directly across the throat of A.J. Frost.
And here we go. Twinkle Toes going to work on the Freak Daddy, A.J. Frost here. They've now got him on their side of the ring until that rake in the eyes. Referee Chris Pope has got his hands full in this tag team matchup here on NAWA Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, later on in the program, we're going to have the finals of the Scotty McKeever Memorial Cup Tournament as Amp Dominic's going to be taking on James Brody. And the winner of that match will be the champion of the tournament. They get a shot at any championship they choose here in NAWA.
The Wild Man versus the Southern Fire in that competition there. But look at this now. Carson Queen getting in there after Tim Hunter. Now Frost is calling for this to be over with. Queen shoots him across. What is this now? Oh, wow.
Hit him with that heart attack used by the Heart Foundation all those years. And the perfect pair get a victory here in their debut on NAWA Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have it, an impressive debut for that tag team.
Wrestling fans, this is C.J. Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is the god of the Milky Way, Amp Dominic. Amp, in the Scotty McKeever Memorial Cup Tournament, you've got Wild Man James Brody in the finals. What are your thoughts?
Oh, Wild Man James Brody. I tell you what, that's one crazy mofo. He sure is. One time, I was out in the woods, and this dude jumped up out of nowhere and swallowed a kangaroo. A kangaroo! How do you swallow a kangaroo? Wild Man James Brody. I'm the god of the Milky Way galaxy, and I'm coming for you, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's the brackets for the Scotty McKeever Memorial Cup 2. As you can see, James Brody and Aunt Dominic in the finals as they've worked their way here. That'll be your main event this week on the program, but now we're going to take it down to the ring, Redbeard, for a huge tag team match between the Black Society and the New Age Villains here on NAWA Championship Wrestling.
Here we go, Michael. This is our semi-main event for the match, or excuse me, for the show here this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Got a pair of brash, up-and-coming tag teams here in the form of the New Age Villains there on the left-hand side of your screen. Ryan Riley and Nathan Cross. And then on the right hand here, we have the Black Society, Lazarus Black and Ryan Mantis.
Well, we're very familiar with the Black Societies. We've been seeing them here in action for several weeks. We haven't seen the New Age Villains here on NAWA Championship Wrestling in a while, and they've added a manager. You got to keep your eyes on him, Jack Dillon. He's out there on the floor, silent man, hasn't said a word since being here, but you got to keep your eyes on him as the Black Society look to continue their climb up the championship ladder. But here we go. Ryan Mantis wants a piece of Ryan Riley, and I don't know if you've been paying attention to social media, but they have a battle of finding out who the real Ryan is, Redbeard.
We may find out exactly who's going to be who here as we have Ryan versus Ryan. This might get confusing to call here, but my goodness, what is O'Reilly tags in his tag team partner there, bringing Nathan Cross into the matchup.
He calls himself the future Nathan Cross as he locks horns with Ryan Mantis here. And these two teams also, Redbeard, are not strangers to one another. They've had matches in several different promotions around the area, but holy Christ, he just tosses him like a sack of feathers across the ring, Redbeard.
That was something else there, showing the mass difference between these two men as Nathan Cross went basically in flight for a few moments there. Mantis, definitely the bigger man there, and showed his strength off. My goodness, now Cross calling for Lazarus to be tagged into the matchup. But now, there you go, Cross showing mind games as Riley is brought back in here.
Ryan Riley, and it's continually to taunt Ryan Mantis on the apron there, as Ryan Riley likes to call himself God's gift to wrestling. What do you think about that, Redbeard?
I think it's going to be a continuing story here as we look at the personalities on display in this matchup. The two Ryans are sort of a subtext to this whole thing here, as their feud may overshadow the entire match here. You never know, but my goodness, Lazarus Black here is in worse for wear.
Big back body dropping. Like you said, Lazarus Black is not looking too good here against the New Age Villains. God's gift, Ryan Riley, is really taking it to him. And like I said, we hadn't seen the New Age Villains in a long time, but they look to have improved since we saw them here last time when they defeated Victor Andrews and Sean Cruz. And what double team maneuvers here.
That was some time ago there now. But Lazarus Black, he may be looking to his namesake for some type of a resurrection if this match keeps going the way it is. He's in a bad way here now, eating just a right hand and a stomp from Cross. You have to question which one of these teams might have an advantage in terms of being around one another longer. I know that the Black Society have been together for quite some time, but Cross and Riley have also been tagging for more than, I'd say, 2 years here now. Cross showing his athleticism here with that kick.
I'd say that the New Age Villains have the longer tenure as a team, but the Black Societies look very impressive here since we've been seeing them on this program, Redbeard, and I could easily see whoever wins this match as one of the front runners to be in talks to get a shot at those tag team championships held by the Golden Gladiators.
Yeah, for sure, Michael.
You know who, suspiciously, we haven't seen defend those belts since winning them about a month ago.
That's something we'll have to continue to question here as things go on, but we always have looked towards the tag team division to be a staunch and impressive part of the NAWA product, and these 4 young men are showing that, especially here in this matchup as they continue to progress both in their careers but also in just seeing who's who amongst the division.
Oh, just a shot to the midsection there. Springboards in, going for a DDT, but he was caught there.
Oh, wow.
Big suplex from Lazarus Black there. Northern Light suplex.
Lazarus showing a bit of a resurrection there to himself as he gets that maneuver in there on Cross. Cross doesn't know where he is, though, looking for Riley.
You saw Lazarus Black clutching his neck. He was not able to hold on to the pin.
There was no tag there.
Well, Ryan Riley just coming in. Now Ryan Mantis in, tackles. The battle of the Ryans is going on here in the ring, Redbeard.
We knew it wasn't going to take long for these 2 men to lock horns, and here we have it, spilling to the outside. My gosh.
And the referee has lost control of those 2 men right there, but the 2 legal men inside the ring, Lazarus Black and Nathan Cross.
I say let them go, let them fight.
And they're continuing to brawl on the outside, spilling it back into the ring. But Lazarus Black, wait a minute, there's a briefcase of Jack Dillon getting involved here. He's standing in.
Oh,
holy Christ.
That briefcase going ricocheting off the forehead.
And there you hear the bell.
Oh, no.
This match has been tossed out, I'd say, by disqualification. The winners are the Black Society, and the New Age Villains just don't give a damn, Redbeard.
Showing why they're called the New Age Villains. My God. Attacking these men with that briefcase, and now Riley taking the bandana from his adversary and wiping himself off and throwing it in his face. My goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Is wrestling fixed?
Bill, I didn't even know it was broken.
Is wrestling fixed?
Well, Bill, I didn't know it was broken.
Is wrestling fixed?
I didn't even know it was broken.
Hey, this is Del Wilkes, and I want to thank John Toomey for all the great artwork he's contributed to Behind the Mask, Del the Patriot Wilkes, and also to just the wrestling business in general, man. You do a great, great job. High quality, first class stuff. And everybody can check him out at ToomeyDrawings.com. Check out his stuff, man. It's world class. Thank you.
What is the podcast that brings you the best interviews from the world of independent pro wrestling?
You are watching #Food.
Join Scott Larson as he goes into the personal lives of some of the hottest up-and-coming wrestlers, as well as managers, referees, and promoters. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
With extras throughout the week.
Join us on many outlets,
Facebook,
YouTube, and Twitch, giving you something to invest in from the world of professional wrestling.
And that's the hashtag truth.
Wrestling fans, this is C.J. Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is the Nature Boy, Tim Hunter. Tim, a few weeks ago, High Performance beat you in a match on TV.
No, that was a fluke. You understand me? 1, 2, 3, he got me, caught me off guard. That will never, never happen again. You understand me? I don't care who you are, High Performance. I will get my hands back on you once again. You understand me? Woo!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event this week, the finals of the Scotty McKeever Memorial Cup 2, as the wild man James Brody is going to be taking on the god of the Milky Way galaxy, the Southern Fire, Amp Dominic, for the right to be the winner of the tournament, Redbeard.
The Southern Fire against the Wild Man. What a contest of personalities that we are going to have on display here in this matchup. My goodness, these two men have been some of the folks that we've been around the longest in terms of the company as we've been calling these matchups here. But Michael, I could not say who the favorite might be here as we open this contest up with Brody having control of Dominic.
Well, you gotta wonder. You see, as you can tell, Big Donnie's out here in support of his brother. You gotta wonder, is that cohesion there? Are they on the same page still? He's out here in support, so that's a good sign for the Burke County boys. But is it going to be enough to help James Brody overcome Amp Dominic and win this tournament?
Well, I look for Amp to potentially go for that canister of Ugly Be Gone here at some point in time. It's always seemingly within hand's reach whenever he's out here. But look at that, Brody holding on to the side of Amp Dominic for all it's worth there. Got him clamped down for good, seemingly.
He's got it cinched in real tight. But at some point, Amp Dominic fights his way out of it here with those elbows, shoots him off. James Brody with a huge shoulder tackle. And the Wild Man looking in rare form here today. He looks like he's going to take this tournament home with him until Amp Dominic hits him there with that hip toss.
Just as soon as he gets up and going there, Amp Dominic turns the tides. And now look at that, putting the boot right into the heart of James Brody. My goodness.
Amp Dominic does not care what it takes. He'll do whatever he has to. Look at what he's doing right now to get the upper hand in any match. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty against these humans, Redbeard.
Now, as you saw him, they're dragging the eyes across the top rope there, going for a pinfall. Only a 1 count, though, says a referee.
I just cinching in that rear chin lock here. And just driving the point of the knee right into the spine. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said before, that hurts more than you realize until you've been put in that hold.
Think of the pressure that's being applied to the neck and also the back. All that torque there on the spine and a way it's not supposed to go. But there you see Brody jacking the jaw there of Amp Dominic. He might have broken teeth, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Amp is in a bad way here suddenly. Brody back in control, shoots him across. Back elbow drives Amp down to the center of the mat.
And again, the referee here is going to probably have a little leeway considering the significance of this matchup. This being the finals of the Scotty McKeever Memorial Cup, and we're going to let them go at it. We want a clear-cut winner in this matchup as James Brody has just introduced Amp Dominic to 3 of the 4 turnbuckles, and now he introduces him to the mat, and he goes for the cover. 2, just a 2 count there. Very close to ending this matchup early on was James Brody.
Brody was taking him for a tour of the ring there with those headbutts into the turnbuckles, and now Brody maintains his control, pulling Amp across. But look at that, Amp with a punch to the solar plexus there, now backs the man in.
Oh, yeah, he's biting him, Redbeard.
Oh, God.
And then just with a rake to the eyes just to throw a little salt on the wound there at the end.
European uppercut there as you start to see the attitude of Amp Dominic on display here.
These guys are both former NAWA heavyweight champions, so they know what's on the line here. James Brody hits it with a big splash. Didn't connect all the way with it, but Amp Dominic goes down.
Once you've held gold there, Michael, you know as well as I do, you start to get a taste for it. There's a 2 count only, says the referee. Both of these men are addicted to that sensation of being champion, and they want to hold those title belts once again. Brody now calling for something.
Big Donnie cheering on his brother, and he's talking to the referee. He's got his back turned to Amp Dominic. This is not a smart move by James Brody here. Oh, look, he dodges out of the way. Referee drop kicks into the referee. She goes down.
Oh, no.
What's Big Donnie doing? He's getting involved in the matchup now.
He's got the Ugly Be Gone, Michael. He's got it now. What's he going to do?
They're going to give a little bit of payback here to Amp Dominic. He's going to squirt him right in the face.
Look at that.
Holy Christ!
Oh, my God, Michael.
Holy Christ!
Oh.
Big Donnie has just turned on his brother, James Brody.
What have we seen, Michael?
And he's left him laying with that splash. And Amp Dominic is going to walk away the winner here.
Oh, my God, Michael. What a turn of events.
And Amp Dominic is the winner of the Scotty McKeever Memorial Cup. But the bigger story is Big Donnie has turned his back on the Burke County boys. James Brody left laying in a heap.
Brody seems to be realizing what's happened here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll try to get some answers. We'll see you right here next week.